Hold on 1 minute. Make sure everything is in place. Which it is. All right. I knew the moment I started talking, I was going to sneeze. But hello, hello, hello. We're live. How are we doing today? Your boy is... Get away. Your boy is tired. He is got itchy eyes because he has been outside all day today. He might even be a little bit sunburnt. I don't know if you can really tell. The lighting doesn't really make it look easy to figure that out, but we are in fact live. It's been a nice little break since we last streamed this. We streamed a little bit of Cobblemon with Mr. Brownie, and then some of the rest of the PCC gang, like Thunder, Axel, X, Raging, Hainsey. Like, that was a fun stream we did on Saturday. I didn't stream yesterday because I wanted to keep my my off day as my off day, and that'll be the same for Wednesday, even if it's like we're on the cusp of finishing up the game. It be what it do is basically the mentality I'm gonna have. But last time we streamed this, we did a grinding stream where we got up a couple of new team members on the squad, and my hope is that with these new additions is that we don't screw ourselves over in the long run. So right now, like, we have a couple mons up in the 60s, we have high 50s, and then we have, you know, low 50s, because the levels of Lucamine's battle was 56. I'm anticipating that the trial today, the Ultra Necrozma battle, whatever it is, whatever it gets randomized to, will be 72. So I have to be prepared for that as best as I can. And so we're going about it this way. So I feel like it is best case scenario for me that we keep the Lucky Egg on the Rotom and the Ultra Necrozma, get them closer to the rest of our party, but don't keep the experience share on. And even if we get to like 55, I could probably take the Lucky Egg off and we'll be chilling there. So let's go ahead and do a quick team recap. We did go ahead and put in all of like the illegal moves, illegal abilities, move sets, everything like that. We did all that stuff pretty much right after we streamed last, Thursday? So we have our Rotom here at level 50. It's got Thunderwave, Hex, Discharge, and Scald. We got rid of Hydro Pump and decided to give it Scald because we decided to go with a Serene Grace build here because 60, you know, not click Thunderwave, 60% chance to burn. I like those odds. Now, should technically almost make it guaranteed, but we know Pokemon odds. It'll still be 50-50, really. We got Jubilee, our Togekiss at level 61. It's got the Flare boost with the Flame Orb. It's got Air Slash, Yawn, Moonblast, and I went for Aura Sphere. I'm pretty sure last stream we had Mind Blown on it, and we learned like how much recoil we take from Mind Blown, which it's half of your health. And it just turned out to be way too risky, especially because we have Flare boost and Flame Orb, so that's already taken residual damage there. So I don't want to be losing all that HP in one turn. Nothing changed with King Tut except the fact that he's level 57 now. He's got Will-O-Wisp, Nightshade, Shadow Ball, Protect with Mummy, and the Rocky Helmet, of course. Petulia, I don't think anything changed with her either, with Petal Dance, Leech Seed, Scald, and Quiva Dance. We got Calvon, our Incineroar, at level 60 with Fake Out, Blaze Kick, Topsy Turvy, and Darkest Lariat. Intimidate with a Quick Claw. And for Ultra Necrozma, I decided to go with a tutor move of Earth Power. I could have went with Dragon Pulse to give me some sort of stab dragon move. But the mentality that I have is if I'm fighting a dragon, more likely than not, I will want to go to my fairy type. And if for whatever reason that dragon is part poison or part steel, which there's a few of those, then I would probably be clicking something like Earth Power more than I would click Dragon Pulse on them. So that was where my headspace was at for that. I think that's a good move there because I wanted to keep Psycho Cut and Photon Geyser because Photon Geyser is always going to hit special because I have Psycho Cut's good because it's got the high critical hit ratio, and then Power Gem I think is the only rock type move that we have in our entire team. So I wanted to keep that instead of getting rid of it because I don't think I'm trying to remember what we would have gotten rid of. I think we got rid of Night Slash, which I did that because we already have Incineroar on the team, so there was my reasoning there. But let's go ahead and spin the challenge wheel. We're blessed with or cursed with? No fly? Easy. So I'm not allowed to use fly in battle, and I'm not allowed to technically fly on the Charizard. So we'll have to be walking around everywhere, which is a little bit irritating, but also it's more of a minor inconvenience than anything else. Let's go ahead and get a move on. I'm going to make sure that my experience share is turned off. I'm like 95% sure it got turned off. Yeah. It got turned off last stream. Okay. Let's go. We really should. So we battled all the trainers up here in this route. Pony Wilds, and then we battled people to the east as well. We need to make our way to the ruins. I believe that is what we're doing right now. Oh. Gotta make sure that we're being extra careful today. There's a big berry patch right there. Do I have any free encounters? I don't. I guess I used them all last stream. Yeah, I did. Because I wanted to see if I could go get Porygon 2 from the, what was it, 10-Care Hill? And I ended up getting a Naganadel and something else. Got all our encounters, got all the battles done over here, so... I didn't get this item? Oh, I definitely did not. I didn't even think about getting an encounter right there. Like a Metacam. Now, you gotta be honest. Would that be worth it? I mean, he's got 100 attack, right? So he's not bad. He's just not good. RSVP mail. Because you're invited to my birthday party. What did we get in this route? Oh, I think it was Zygarde. Which I wasn't sure if I wanted to use my Master Ball on, because I want to save my Master Ball for whatever the Necrozma is in this game, because it's like, I think the only guaranteed legend that we get in main game. I think maybe Solgaleo and Lunala. Or Solgaleo and Lunala. You can maybe encounter. I think it has to be after all the stuff that happens with Ultra Necrozma, though. I'm not entirely sure. Even the horses, like, get a grip, Lily. Come on. They just push these boulders over there. I don't know why, when I just see him a champ now, I just think of the meme where he's like, he's got his like photo render from like whatever Gen 1 or whatever that picture it's posted. And it's the meme of him with all 4 of his hands, but he's petting like 4 cats or 4 dogs. Just what I picture when I see him. I'm remembering everything now. We go to Executor Island. Am I thinking of... I might be thinking of, like, original Sun and Moon, where you... I'm pretty sure you do the grand trial before you fight the Komodo. It's like, I'm almost certain in that game, it was weird, but like, I'm almost certain in that game, they had you do the grand trial, then go do the battle against Komodo, so you can get to the altar of the sun or moon, and then you can catch the legendary, and then you go battle the Elite Four. I could be completely mistaken by that. I play Ultra Sun and Moon way more than I play regular Sun and Moon. And I think that's just because I feel like these games are much more polished off. Which when you think about how Pokemon for years would have the method of releasing Ruby and Sapphire. Well, no, Gold and Silver. Well, actually, no, it started in Gen 1, didn't it? Red, Blue, then Yellow. Yellow was... they're all different in their own way. But, like, Yellow... being basically the same game as Red and Blue, but you have a Pikachu as your starter instead, and you can use all the Kanto starters. That one I feel like I could let fetch. Crystal is pretty much the same game as Gold and Silver, just the box art legendaries, you get them in a certain different manner. Emerald, same thing. Platinum is the same thing. Like, it's making enhancements to the games that were already released. And I'm not going to complain about it necessarily, because, like, I look at a game like Black and White and Black and White 2, that's like a sequel, right? I know people will be like, oh, it's the same freaking video game. Technically, it's more adequate. Makes more sense to do something like that if you're doing something involving like timelines or time skips or whatever. But like, this is generally the same game, except the focus is on Necrozma and wormholes, traveling through wormholes. Like, players can do it. I don't know, it just feels like nitpicking for the sake of nitpicking at something, but not many people go back and play like Diamond and Pearl. They'll play Platinum. Even now with BDSP, they'll go and play Platinum instead. I think a lot more people, I mean, people will still go back and play Emerald. If they're going to want to go back and play in a Gen 3 engine, a Gen 3 game in a Gen 3 engine, they're picking Emerald. They're not picking Ruby and Sapphire. I don't know. These are technically 3 static encounters, which I don't remember what we have in terms of balls. I know we got Thunder Wave, we got Discharge too, like I said, with that 60% chance to para. How are we looking on our balls? You know, I'd say we're fine for the most part. And again, they're statics. I mean, so technically we get a regular Executor Island encounter. What the fuck is happening today? I just had the pizza not too long ago, so eat whatever you want. If there's anything left, I'll have some later. Tiring. I got burnt for sure. I didn't even think about packing it. But it's gonna be dropping tomorrow, and then it's gonna be pretty freaking cold on Wednesday. I just didn't think of, I didn't even think to bring it. Oh my god, that does nothing. That does. Why did that not work? Wait. Don't tell me right now this boy's got sheer force. No, would that work? No, that absolutely should have worked. Why did that not do the thing? Wait, this is insane. 60% chance to burn and para. And I've got nothing yet. I mean, I'll hit him one more time. Hoopa Unbound's not bad. It's not bad, but he's got like no physical defense, so he is dying to a strong... He's dying to a strong physical attacker. I feel like he's got sheer force, but I also feel like that wouldn't make sense because I feel like sheer force wouldn't affect knockoff. I could be crazy in thinking that, but I feel like it wouldn't affect... I feel like it wouldn't affect knockoff. I also gotta ask myself, what are the chances of me using a Hoopa Unbound? I mean, he's a mythical, so he actually should be easier to catch, technically. He should be easier to catch than Zygarde, but I don't know. The Diancie was a lot easier. I was about to say, I'll just shut the fuck up. How about that? And this isn't even the statics either. This is actually our Executor Island encounter. This isn't even one of the statics. I could also Adrenaline Orb. If I really want to go for something potentially better. Opera. I feel like I gotta break the mold. That did way more. That did way more damage that go around. I can't afford to lose my Rotom here. I might just kill it. I think I'm just gonna kill it. He outspeeds me. Oh, Trick Room's up. I was about to say, I'm like, how the fuck is Paralyzed Hoopa Unbound outspeeding? Hoopa Unbound's base speed is like 60 or something like that. It's not fast. But I'm more so confused on why those knockoffs were just doing more and more damage. I'm trying to think. Did he have been Guts? That's what I feel like. The only thing that could have been doing more damage. Only reason he would have been doing more damage was because of Guts. Ooh. I like this as an option. Truthfully, I like this as an option. I think I do technically have an evolution in the PC box, but I can't re-roll statics unless I sit here and try to get this thing to call for help. I'm just trying to think if a discharge would kill this thing in one hit or not. I also don't know if I should care to try. Baton Pass. I guess the sucky thing is gonna be that a lot of the moves that the evolutions can learn are gonna pretty much be already done. I feel like I can't just catch Eevee like this. I imagine a Blaze Kick in the rain doesn't do. I don't know why I'm playing like uber cautious, but Intimidate. That's paralyzed. That's fine. I'm gonna just Blaze Kick. I don't want to fake out. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't fake out. Is that Blade? That Blaze Kick did that much in the rain. I know it's an Eevee at the end of the day, but it did that much with the, what, half damage because of the rain. So experience share is off. Glad to see that. Wait, which evolution have we not seen yet? Sylveon, Espeon, Orion, Umbreon. Jolteon? Or Flareon? It's one of those two. I actually might be both of those two. I haven't seen. I think about it. I'm gonna name it Vibe. And we'll take a look here. You know, it has dry skin. It is a neutral nature, which actually in a way is kind of better because I don't have to be like, oh my god, I'm only really able to evolve it into this because of its nature. Having neutral nature actually makes that not a difficult. Rock. I don't mind a crocodile. Actually, a really good option. Question I have to ask myself is: do I go in a Nightshade with Pink Tut? That is smart. I de-helmet damage, right? Sucky thing is that I could go Togekiss and put a status inflection on this. He goes for EQ. That shouldn't do too much. Yeah, it's just nothing. That is insane. I know he's a mid-evo, and I'm 7 levels higher with, what, a bold nature? No. Some sort of defense up nature. That is insane how little that did. And that does about half his health. Foul play? I might have just killed him, chat. Oh my god, fur coat? Yeah, I think he does now. Ah. That sucks. That would have been actually pretty good. Actually would have been really good, but I mean, he would have lost that when he evolved, but if I had an Eviolite, I would have considered it. Fur coat Eviolite on Crocorock, he basically would have had what? Double his defense plus 50% of that. He would have had like 3 times his defense. Something along those. He would have been kind of nutty. Right, I'm gonna go for the Hex here because I know this is gonna do nothing. Okay, bounce. I feel like I just let him hit me. He can't para me. I'm not wearing the Rocky helmet on this guy. Okay, he misses. That works. Quick guard, that's fine. I'm not using any priority on you. for the para. He's gonna quick guard again. That's fine. Lob an Ultra Ball. This should be an easy catch. This is probably not a great name, but I'm just gonna name it Meerkat. So that's, unfortunately, that's a terrible nature. Ability kind of doesn't matter because he isn't a flying type, but he also evolves, so you know what, that's fine. In fact, I'm pretty sure normally Mienfoo does not evolve into Mienshao until like 50, I think. Which, I don't know why Gen 5 did that with Mons like Mienfoo. And Pawniard, and Vullaby, and Rufflet. I don't know why they did that. That never made a whole lot of sense to me, but... Game is what? 15 years old now? Why are we gonna complain about this now? Gonna go ahead and climb up this guy. Break rocks down. And we're not going to be able to get the 100 stickers unless we play post game. Which I will just say this much: if we fail any challenge and we have to play post game, this series will not be done this week. Be upfront, just gonna be honest with everybody. Only way we're finishing this game this week is if we have to play the main game. We don't battle Plumeria again, do we? I don't think we... But I guess if we... I mind if we battle Plumeria again. I don't know. Realistically, I would say no. Just because I feel like the majority of our team is in a good spot. I was in this grass for what, like 2 hours? Last stream? Single one of these Rayquazas. Like, the encounter tables have been mad different. Mad sus, we'll say that much. Oh, I'm kind of glad we got into this battle. I didn't even pay attention to the timer. Arcanine? Oh, perfect. Because, I mean, he could have Flare Blitz, he could have E-Speed, but I don't think he's gonna have much to take on my Rotom Wash. Water Sloop? Yeah, this will be some good experience. Don't get the one shot, which... That was a crit. Okay, now I'm a little bit more disappointed. And that was just like regular damage. No crit. I would have been like, enough. But because that was critical hit damage, yeah, I'm a little bit more sad. It's what? Crits are 1.5 times? Got rid of double damage crits in and 6? Yeah, 6 they got rid of double damage crits. Yeah, we definitely... What the fuck? Yeah, we definitely don't have to worry about double damage crits in this game. I knew this guy could have knockoff. I'm very much aware of that. If he decides to go for knockoff and knock off my Rocky Helmet on King Tut, I don't think I'd be too bothered. Foresight? Or, you know what? That works too. He could Dizzy Punch me if he really feels like it. He really feels like it. He can Dizzy Punch me. He could lose his ability. Vital Spirit. Okay. So it was kind of a nothing ability to begin with. So. Now what it all works out for us in the end. Alright, so now that he did that, and this would actually be a good switch if he decides to go for another then Headbutt. Which he does. He takes some more burn damage. I'm gonna fake him out and get some more burn damage as well. Get the flinch on him as well. Like, we're tearing this guy apart. Gets rid of my Intimidate, which is fine because we already got the Intimidate off on him. Because when I switch out, I can get my Intimidate back anyways. So it's best case scenario. Goodness. Okay. I was about to say, please just be an orange berry, because I don't want it to be like a berry that heals up so much of your HP, and then we're just in this annoying predicament. But no. Level 52 for the Rotom. 58 for Kofkrigus. Semi-poor. This is actually free. Hold on. You know, there was a part of me that thought about just going for the Scald, seeing if I burn him that way, but I think the way I played that was just smarter overall. That's fucking crazy. I was about to say, you better give me the para, because I know damn sure the Simipour does not have Serene Grace. No chance he has Serene Grace. Okay, we got burn on us, which sucks. Brother. What the hell are we doing here? My man's pulling up with Regigigas and Solgaleo. Actually, you know what?
I want Rotom to get this experience, so I'm gonna actually stay in. I don't think Solgaleo gets anything like close combat. Incineroar is the best counter for this because we resist steel and we're immune to psychic. He could have some other moves, but I think this is the best way of handling this. Solar Beam was not what I was expecting. Okay, so that's 80. I think Darkest Area, you're what? 80? Oh, you're both 85. Okay. So then it doesn't make sense for me to not go for Darkest Lariat then. I mean, I guess I could have faked out to not take this Solar Beam damage. But it also did 21 points of damage. So, like, am I really that worried about it? No. An Enigma Berry. Yeah, I really picked the perfect time to get into these set of battles, huh? With the easy enough challenge. Okay, so that doesn't kill. I just refuse to believe that Solar Beam is the only move this guy can go for. I just refuse to believe that. But here we are. 53. Outland. I do have Aura Sphere on Togekiss. As I say, I don't think I have a fighting type move on my team, which is a little bit scary. But you know what? Oh no, he's got Retaliate, so I'm definitely gonna go to Togekiss. I don't know if I'm gonna kill Sphere without Flare Boost, but worth a shot, right? Roar. Don't go to Cofagrigus. Okay, yeah, no, this is fine. I think a Psycho Cut should kill from here. Okay, we got a crit. I was about to say that was going down really fucking slow. Please don't prove me wrong. Let's learn Stealth Rocks. That's so weird that you're learning that by level up at level 53 of all things. Art. You know what's crazy is that I'm almost still, if he has Night Slash, still I should say. Because if he has Iron Head, that's popping Togekiss. If he has Sacred Sword for Calvon, that's bad. Yeah, no, I go to my Cofagrigus. The man himself, Canesy Wiz. How are we doing, sir? I am so beyond tired right now. That is why I'm so laid back in my chair. I want to protect to see if he has Night Slash. I feel like he has Swords Dance. And if he goes for Swords Dance right now, it might actually be curtains for me. I'm so fucking glad I Will-O-Wisp. Jesus Christ. This is still terrible, by the way. This is still terrible. This is not good for me in the slightest, but at least I got the burn on him to do something. Would it be smart? Would it be smart of me to... It'd be smart of me to go to Incineroar, get the Intimidate drop on him, hope that he doesn't go for something like Sacred Sword. I don't think he would click Sacred Sword right now. I'm in on a Ghost type. It would make no sense unless the AI decides to throw. So I feel like this is... Oh, you know what? I could be a Mega Troll. If he wants to keep Swords Dancing, I could Topsy-Turvy here.
I almost want to see if he does it again. Leaf Blade, okay. That's resisted. That is insane. I feel like I should still maybe topsy-turvy. Actually, you know what? No, I just... I got a Blaze Kick. He sword stances. He sword stance again. Don't miss. Jeez. It says a lot that some random fucking grunt has a Regigigas, a... What the hell he had? Regigigas, Kartana, and a Solgaleo. That could have went left. Dude, if I missed the Willow, I was fucked. That's all I'm going to say. If I missed that Willow, I was fucked. I wiped in this series to one of the very first trials in the game because I have it set that the like the aura boost from the totem mons is random, and in the grass trial in the jungle I went against the Buzzwole who got +2 in all of his stats, and then his partner mon was an Oranguru that used what the hell was it called? Whatever move, Psych Up. He used Psych Up, so I had to fight 2 Mons in a 2v1 with basically +2 in each of their stats. And the Oranguru had stored power, so he just completely fucked my team. So. It was probably the worst RNG luck I've ever had in a randomizer. It was scarring, to say the least. Definitely I'm going to hate editing that part of the death montage. Because the thing is that eventually I probably could have beaten the Buzzwole, actually. Because the partner mon was a Shedinja. But the unfortunate part was, like, if I had kept Shedinja around... Well, the fortunate part, I should say. If I kept Shedinja around, I would have been able to beat the Buzzwole because he only had bug and fighting type moves, and if I was able to get him out of PP for all those moves, I could just go into someone else and hopefully hit him on the special side. But the problem is that my Garchomp had a randomized ability of Poison Point, so the Shedinja, who was going for like Shadow Sneak or whatever, got poison pointed, and then it died. And then that's when the Oranguru came in, and I was kind of like, okay. Not terrible, but not, like, not easy. And then he psychs up, and I'm like, I'm so fucked. It was bad. All right, but we did get a reward because we did not use our nice little fast travel. So let's go ahead and spin this wheel. And I get a bonus encounter. I get a bonus encounter wherever my big heart desires. Will I use it? To be honest, I don't know. I feel like I have too many mons in my box for me to be like, we're gonna use this. All right, let's see what we get for our next challenge. Hopefully it's something actually, give us an actual challenge. Like, give me something where I gotta actually think outside the box. He says after just battling a person who had 3 different legendaries. Do a musical. Can't do that. That's Generation 5 exclusive. No held items. You know what? Touche. It heard my request. Unfortunately, this sucks because I was using the lucky egg to get Rotom caught up. But you know what? It's fine, I suppose. It is fine. It's gonna suck for some of these mons, actually. Like, we have Flare Boost on Togekiss. Rocky Helmet on Coffagrigus has been really helpful. So this is actually going to be, a little bit terrifying, because I do know we have an Ultra Recon squad battle up ahead. So I hope I don't get pummeled by this guy. This is like one of my favorite parts of the game. I think it's because like in regular, like the victory road, because there really wasn't a victory road in regular Sun and Moon. The end game of Sun and Moon was so weird compared to like Ultra Sun. Like Ultra Sun and Moon, it makes sense if you're comparing, you know, apples to oranges with the other games. Whereas regular Sun and Moon, like I said, I'm pretty sure on this island you did the grand trial before you came and did this, and Totemon, and catch the legendary, and then afterwards there goes like, oh yeah, why don't you like go do the new thing where we have an Elite Four and champion, and that was it. All right, 59. Oh yeah. You know what? We have a couple mons at 60. I understand that. But this is crazy. Watch out for contrary. Psych. Elbow. All right, one guy down. Omala. Which, hey, I learned, I think it was 2 streams ago, Omala gets Woodhammer because it killed my Swampert. So, can't take this little guy lightly. I mean, to be fair, he's got his little, like, plank of wood, but, like, Woodhammer? Okay, that's just about half. Thrash. Are you serious right now? Are you... What, like... What is it that he's got? Huge power? I know, if he had huge power, I think he would have one-shot me, because I think he's got like 115 attack. But that... I feel like that could have been like Tough Claws or something. I don't know about adaptability, but yeah, no, that did some stupid damage. Sheer Force. I don't know if Sheer Force would work on Thrash. I truthfully wouldn't know. He's going for Sucker Punch. You know what? If he chooses to Sucker Punch me and I go for Nightshade, it should work. I'm pretty sure it does. We can see right here. Effect Spore. No, he's just got it like that. No, he's just that guy, apparently. And now he just got all that health back. Okay. What are we doing here? What are we doing here exactly? I don't want him to... Actually, you know what? No, I go into Incineroar. He's burned. He'll be at -1 attack, so he's really at like -3 or something like that. If he decides that he wants to thrash about again, I'll go into my bulkiest mon, my bulkiest physical mon that can eat hits. Gonna head off to sleep, bro. 2 a.m. for me. I will see you tomorrow for the thing. The thing that will not be disclosed at this moment in time. Okay, so that thrash did like 40 damage. Oh. No, that did 30. Did he go for Sucker Punch or something before? Or am I just like on a different plane of existence? Either way, he did way too much. Mian Shao. Okay. I don't know if I should be expecting Sucker Punch or anything like that. It is going to outspeed me because it's going to be 6 levels higher. Night Slash is a possibility. Night Slash is a possibility. Do I just Photon Geyser? I don't think Psycho Cut's going to kill. I think I have to Photon Geyser. U-turn? That's a good amount of damage. Into Yanmega. Okay, this thing is going to take a lot of damage. Yeah, I didn't expect it to kill. But in a way, that works out fine for me, because I can just do the good old switch around method. I go back into Incineroar. My thing is, do I go into Ophagrigus? Yikes. And the special D drop? Oh, that's terrible, actually. Ooh, that's terrible. Bug Buzz did that much. I mean, to be fair, Bug Buzz was the best thing it could have went for because it was in with the Psychic type. Yeah, I have to go into my Ophagrigus. Bug Buzz again. Doesn't do too much. No special defense drop. I have to take another hit because I'm slow. Ooh, Screech. Gonna be interesting. And Shadow comes back out. U-turn did that much to me. Do I want to see if it U-turns again? Because if it U-turns again, right? It's a resisted hit, but I'm -2, so it basically doesn't become a resisted hit anymore. It's just a neutral hit on me. But because my physical defense is so good and it's not stab, I don't think it's going to do too much. But I don't know if it gets Swords Dance or anything by level up, so I don't want to take that risk. I went for Bounce. Do I let this hit me to get rid of its ability? I think I do, actually. I'm going to Willow here. Does decent damage. Gale Wings. Wait, that's actually kind of funny that it got Gale Wings. Got priority on that bounce. That super duper mega important priority. All right, we got the burn on it, so its attack is cut in half. So we're basically back to a neutral standing in terms of defense versus attack. So I'm okay with this. It's gonna take some more burn damage. As long as I don't get paralyzed off a bounce, I'm not really worried here. Nightshade. Nightshade's not doing that much damage, but I also don't think Shadow Ball would do more, so... I feel like it doesn't make sense for me to protect because he's just gonna always bounce. So I would rather take the free damage I can get with Nightshade here. Let it burn. Don't go for protect here. Obviously gonna avoid the attack. I can protect here. That way I stay at the HP that I'm at. And just think, if I had the Rocky Helmet on, it would have been taking bird damage and Rocky Helmet. Well, it would have been taking Rocky Helmet damage every bounce. Mega, which if it is, kind of not, kind of something I don't want to be battling if that's the case. We kind of have to see anyways. Okay, it's regular. It's a regular Ampharos. But I don't want to take this lightly because Ampharos is very, very strong. Got very, very good special attack. He's going to go for light screen, which is fine because I will always do my damage the same. So Cotton Guard, that's fine. Will-O-Wisp here just to get some more chippies, really. I imagine he's going to have light screen, Cotton Guard, Thunderbolt, and maybe Dragon Pulse. No, Discharge. He doesn't get Thunderbolt by level up. Ooh, calm down, buddy. And I wish I did have a ground type. Be a great switch in right now, but you know what? This works out fine because I can max potion up this turn. Max potion up this turn. It's made a full discharge again. It's the para, which does suck for me, but he did only 58 damage that time, which means a crit would do 80, 87. So I would still technically take one. And there he goes. All right, can you give me something easy to fight? All right, that works out. I think Petulia should be able to handle this. I almost feel like I need to Quiver Dance because I don't have the Wise Glasses on anymore. And I actually don't know if I'm going to outspeed. I don't think I'll outspeed Fur because Fur is generally pretty quick. I'm going to throw a Leech Seed on though. Amnesia. It's a good thing. It is a good thing we decided to go for the Leech Seed. Do I Scald? Do I Scald and try to go for a burn? Is that a good idea as well? Because I feel like just going for 2 Quiver Dances, I'm not going to be able to keep pace with this Furret. But Leech Seed does do a decent amount of damage. I'm just trying to figure out why it's going for Amnesia, like, so many times. So what's that's after 3 turns of Leech Seed? I'm gonna go for Scald. Because I outspeed now. If I get the burn, that'd be awesome. Oh, you know what, chat? This thing could be choiced. Because it's going for Amnesia even after being at max. It's definitely choiced in some fashion. And that sucks, actually. That actually really sucks. I know I could have went for Petal Dance, but 708? What is this? Stingy boy. You think I'll battle Necrozma? I mean, it's ironic you say that, considering what Necrozma form I have on my team. I'm pretty sure Lily will heal us as we go inside, but there is a TM over here. Show me... What would I want? Freeze try. I get no guard. Yeah. I get an illegal ability. No guard Fisher. Gonna hate me? Gonna hate me? I'll say fair enough. I feel like in that sort of scenario, though, if I get no guard and the ability to learn a one-hit KO move, like it just has to line up that way. Because I mean, I went no guard with Primate in our Heart Gold Master mode that we just did, and I feel like with that wasn't necessarily broken because I was going with using Cross Chop, and that was honestly the only reason that I gave it no guard, was so that Cross Chop wouldn't miss. But like, if I were to get no guard on Articuno, like randomly generated Articuno with Sheer Cold, you best believe I'm going to use that. Because the chances of that actually happening are just so small that you shouldn't let that opportunity pass. All right, Victory Bell. I honestly feel like you are only going to have grass type moves. I'm pretty sure we looked up your moveset before. I think you're only going to have grass type moves, which this will work out perfectly for me, because I resist grass. Sure, it does a little bit of damage, but I resist grass. Your special attack harshly falls. I Psycho Cut and kill you. Nidoking? Ooh, I want to stay in so bad, but I'm like 97.6% certain he has Mega Horn right now. I'm gonna look it up because I'm curious. If he does not, if he doesn't have any way of doing super effective damage to me, you best believe I'm staying in and I'm Photon Geysering his ass. Earth Powered Thrash, chip away focus energy. Oh no, he could have it. It is a level 1 move, so there is a chance that he could have it. Oh, the risk though, the risk. I mean, he has Earth Power, so Rotom can't come in and just scald it. He doesn't have a Poison type move. I mean, he'd had Poison Sting. That's the best Poison type move he would have. So I could go Togekiss here. But would he outspeed me is the question. What is his base speed? 85. And Ultra Necrozma, I feel like you're like... For some reason, I feel like you're like 90. I don't feel like you're fast. No, you have 129 base speed. You should outspeed, in theory. It's gonna be close, but let's see. Oh, he went for Thrash. Chat, I almost did something irrational. I would have crashed the fuck out if me not healing there cost me my Ultra Necrozma. That's all I'm gonna say. I've been putting so much investment into this guy, and for me to lose him in a stupid fashion. So, because the level 1 moves, it's a gamble. Because he has a plethora of level 1 moves. All right, first encounter. So this is technically species. This is technically species. I mean, it's a good encounter. Don't get me wrong. I just don't know. Because we already have 2 different forms of Rotom in our... Like... We have one on our team, and then there's one in the PC. I don't know if I want another one. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think he's gonna have Leaf Storm. I think he only will have that if you change his form. So I should be able to run freely and not get popped by a Leaf Storm. I mean, I like Rotom, don't get me wrong. I just don't feel like having another one is necessary. Now that I said that, my encounter is actually going to be across buns. What the fuck? What is going on today with the legends? I don't know what to do here. Who is our best bet for this? Can't be Coffagrigus. Is it? If he has Crunch, this is going to be a terrible switch. But if he doesn't have Crunch, and he hits me with an electric type move, this could be fine. Agility. Okay. I like to say we're okay with that. He's already going to be... I think he was already going to be faster than me. I think he was already going to be faster than me, so I'm not really bothered. Oh my gosh. No way. We just... To the point where he's dying. Crunch. Okay. Defense drops, that's fine. Because the battle's over after this, so I don't care. $54. 54. I mean, we got a couple levels off of that battle against the Team Skull Grunt, because they just kept throwing legendaries at my face. So, of course, it was easy to get experience there. I just realized I probably want to go back and get healing items. I want to go back and get healing items. All right, Basculin with Unnerve. Ooh. Don't need to do all that, buddy. I'm just gonna be honest. You don't need to do all that. And we know you don't have guts or anything, so... Although, guts, flame orb, Basculin might go kind of crazy. I don't know. Doesn't stay caught. What the... Do I want to go... Coffagrigus? Coffagrigus would eat these hits way better. He really would. I don't want a Nightshade. I don't want a Nightshade because... I don't think his HP stat is that good. I was going to say that I feel like with Basculin, unwarranted hatred. I'm not going to say that he's good by any stretch of the imagination, because he's kind of reliant on adaptability. But he's like on the cusp of being good. But then they created Basculegion, and it's like, what's the point of using a regular Basculin ever again? Which, now that I think about it, if and when they do the Gen 5 remakes, I would love to see Basculegion in that game, and I'd actually like to try to get one. I don't know if they would. I don't know if they would. But Basculegion is so cool. Maybe it's because I got personal attachment with him. Yeah. I got personal attachment with him because of the PCC games from last year. And that thing quite literally saved my asshole in multiple battles. We're not that far in. I feel like it's smart for me to go back and get healing items. Because we're not necessarily hurting with money either. You know what I mean? Like, we got the fly spot here. Might as well go back. All right, after this challenge, your boy's got to go check on his laundry. So go ahead and heal up, and then we will grab some healing items. Because I want to make sure that I got my shit together. Because Wednesday, like I said, we're not streaming at all. Basically prepping for our trip that's happening this week, Thursday. Well, more like Friday, but Thursday is the day that it all goes down. Should I buy 50 max potions? Stupid. I don't think, chat. Is that stupid? No, I don't think so. Because we're going to be battling a lot of people still. I mean, once we're done with Vast Pony Canyon, we kind of battled... No, we still got a decent amount of people. Ignore me. I don't... That guy doesn't know what he's talking about. His brain is fried. Kind of like his face, because he was outside all day. Because he was embracing the fact that we had 75-degree weather. And, like I said, Wednesday is going to be gone. Wednesday is going to go back to, like, mid-30s. And raining. A sick, twisted April Fool's. Early April Fool's joke. What's wild is that I've gone through, like, 4 of these today. Now that I think about it. Oh, it's dust toxic. I was about to sit there and be like, "You telling me I got something good?" Nope, just a bug holding onto its balloon. Just a bug holding onto its balloon. All right, I'm pretty sure I have repels, so I should probably be spraying those. Oh, I mean, that would have been species, and probably not as good as the one that we brought over for the Egglocke version of this. But we also don't know that for sure, so can't really say that with confidence when we don't have a certainty. An Obama site? How the fuck? You got some strong peripheral vision, my guy. Ma and Pa, Robin and Pi. Rabombi, Sea King. My leading with Rotom and Togekiss. This is kind of a weird water type, fairy type, water type, fairy type scenario. I honestly feel like I Thunder Wave Sea King. I'm gonna Air Slash Rabombi. Is this bad? I'm trying to think. If anything, I'm trying to think if anything could go wrong here. Not from my knowledge, no. Dazzling Gleam. Miss, that's good. We're gonna go ahead and Air Slash. I don't know if this is gonna kill. Yeah, it does. I was gonna say, because I can't pop Flare Boost, so I don't know if I'm gonna one-shot a Rabombi, but thankfully we do. Level 62 on our Togekiss, which is kind of crazy. Full para on the Sea King, which is really good. I feel like Sea King, for some strange reason, has decent special defense. I don't know if I'm just smoking something, or if that's an actual factual. Does decent damage for being not stabbed. Okay, I don't, maybe, I don't know. I didn't hit it with a super effective move, so I can't really I really can't gauge that that theory to be correct or incorrect at this moment in time. Please check back with me in 6 business days. All right, let's pull up this reward wheel, and hopefully I can throw my illegal move. We take that, chat. We always take those. Because for me, a lot of it just boils down to like, what can I cook up with to make things more beneficial for me? Like doing Serene Grace and then putting Scald on my Rotom Wash, for example. That's all right. Give me a minute as I need to go get some more water, and I need to run some clothes in the laundry. So give me uno momento. All right, we're back.
It's off my water bottle, Delilah. Come on. Okay. Switch back to our correct scene. Catch a type of Pokemon. Okay. Let's pull up that type. Pokemon type heal. A bug type. Okay. Have we seen like a crazy bug type that we've wanted to catch? So I gotta ask myself, have I seen a crazy bug type that I would like to catch? I don't think I have. I mean, a Rabombi would be cool. It's like the only thing I can think of off that I have for bug types that I maybe want to catch. But I already like sprayed a repel in here, so I really don't want to run out the repel, then be like, oh, let me encounter that Dustox again. Stone? Not bad. Isn't there bug? Weird looking bug. Are you fucking kidding me? All right, hold on. Let me. My controller plugged in because. Pisses me off on this weapon. Where did I put it? Right here. Ugh. You get tangled in shit. Trying to get comfortable, but it can't. Okay, as soon as I stood up to go do all this other stuff I needed to do, they're like, nope, 2 more. Okay, those lichen rocks. I'm guessing the whatchamacallit. The one small area I'm thinking of is much later on. Yes. Where am I Rocky helmet at? That's the question. Because honestly, I might give the Rocky helmet to Rotom once we're done with the Lucky Egg. Necrozma might get a Z move, honestly. I think I can go with the Rockneum Z. Wouldn't be bad. Psychneum. Have we fought a psychic type? Done go. Hold on. Let's retrace our steps real quick. We've done normal, fighting,
Water, fire, grass, rock. Electric. Ghost. Dark. I don't think we've gotten a psychic type one yet. I don't think we've done the psychic type one yet. I could be misinforming everybody right now, and I have the psychic type one, but I feel like I don't. And I also would not be able to tell you for the psychic one at that. Because I know we got the Flynium Z. I know you can get the Icium Z in the Victory Road. I don't know. I have no idea. I probably should have Darkest Lariat, huh? That lowers my attack harshly. Unfortunate. Outspeed. Swords Dance again. +4. Aerial Ace. Oh no, he's +3. He's +3 with like base, what, 50 attack or something like that? If he had Sacred Sword, then he'd be scary, but he has King Shield, Swords Dance, Aerial Ace, and maybe a Ghost type move. I don't know. But it works out fine for me because I can more than likely switch out. Behemoth, probably shouldn't switch out now. If we're being honest, probably shouldn't switch out now. I don't think he can hit me at all. That's crazy. That's -2. That is -2. I don't need to run into a bug type. Kind of a part of my challenge. I know she heals us up like right out here, but I really don't want to take the risk. Go ahead and give you the lucky egg. I'm gonna throw on the Rocky helmet on Rotom. The hell was that? That was a monster. Turtonator. I didn't switch my guy up front, huh? Imposter? Ooh. This is interesting. All right, so we know he has Serene Grace. He's gonna have T-Wave, Hex, Discharge, and Scald. I mean, Lilligant walls both the stabs relatively well. I don't see this guy going for Thunder Wave. That wouldn't make any sense especially if I stay in. Otherwise, everybody else gets hit for super effective damage except for Lilligant. So I almost feel like going for Quiver Dance and just Pedal Dancing to get this guy out of here is probably my best bet. My hope is that I don't get paralyzed. And we get crit and parried. So wonderful day to be Razor Plant, that's for sure. Hex. That's not ideal. All right, Quiver Dance. I have to heal. I have to heal my health. I can't heal the para. I mean, maybe I could heal the para and survive a hex. Is that what, 59 health? I could have done that. Do I do that now? Because at +1 speed, I'm pretty sure I allowed speed a Rotom. It's just if he goes for discharge again. If he goes for discharge again, then we're in the same spot. But now Hex's damage should be halved. Yeah, fine. +1 stab, super effective. Wise Glasses boosted. This guy should just be deleted. I was pretty sure that Turtonator has a higher base stat HP than Rotom, so I could have went mono with it, but it's like, what would be the benefit? Oh, shiny green eel. Oh, we flexing your shiny out here, huh? Iron Barbs. I totally thought that was gonna say innards out, and I was about to be so pissed. That still haunts me to this day. That damn Farfetch'd. Excuse me. All right. Sword Stance, whatever. Can't hit me with Fighting Stab, which is good. He could have Iron Head, which is a little bit scary, but also at the same time, not so much because we are physically bulky. So, and we got the Rocky Helmet back on. It's going for another Sword Stance. He's at +4, but realistically he's +2. Nightshade's gonna do a fair amount of damage. Nothing too crazy. Are you locked in, or do you not have anything to hit me? Because I refuse to believe you don't have any moves to hit me. Quick guard. No, you probably don't have any moves to hit me with. That's crazy. It's so baffling how good ghost types are against certain mons. That was a steel and fighting type, and he had nothing for me. Absolutely nothing. But what's crazy is that if I didn't have that Ophagrigus, I was probably done. Raw. I still didn't put Necrozma out front. What am I doing? What the hell am I doing here? I catch your Volbeat, please? Just so I can complete this stupid challenge. I might need to give myself like 10 minutes. Actually, maybe not 10. Maybe like 7. I don't know, actually. Because I'm pretty sure after this section here, there's... I think we're only gonna be like halfway through. I don't know, because if I get the shortcut, that's at the beginning. But if I don't, then it's whatever. Or do I chance it to try to get Dustox here so that way I can still technically make some progress? I could be doing that. It's not a bad... That's not a bad idea. Whoa. Yeah, because there's this cutscene that happens on the bridge. Which, by the way, a bridge like this in real life, never crossing it. You could give me $1 million to do this. No. They're a test for Lily, and it's like when I go across, I'm just like, hey guys, you gotta leave. And they're just like, we gotcha, we understand. All right, I know there's an item down below, but the question I gotta ask myself, how much do I really want that item down below? But what if it's a master ball? That's what I'm gonna ask myself. What if it's a freaking master ball? Yeah, I'll use super pro because we still got what? We're 13 minutes away from the challenge being done. I reckon we can get to where that shortcut area is and be just fine. The problem is that I can't think of anywhere where we've encountered bug types. I'm sure there's been bug types that we've encountered in like every single route. I'm sure that there's bug types we've encountered in every single route, but like right now, head is empty. I got nothing. A Rindo berry. And the item will be right here, wouldn't it? Yeah, be right here. Ooh, for the Dialga that we don't have. I just love the fact that like he's walking and it's like he turns around and he's ready to square up. Like you scare him so bad that he's about to square up to a child. Braviary, the American bird. Fun fact, a little in our last Ultra Sun series that we did, the Eon series, your boy got a Braviary on his team. Actually, it was through an evolution of, I think, Launcher, and it gave us a Braviary with Delta Stream. So that basically made that Braviary broken. Because for those of you who don't understand, normal and flying has the same weaknesses as essentially a flying type, because the normal type does not give you any additional weaknesses. It just takes away your resistance to flying. So me having Delta Stream, which Delta Stream pretty much gets rid of my flying type weaknesses, means that I had no weaknesses with my Braviary. So that was pretty cool. Charizard, get out of here. Got fired up and unfortunately lost. Yep. Because I'm that guy. At least right now I am. Only sometimes. Wait a second. You can see the altar all the way from here. That's insane. I didn't even think about that. Let's have a party. Yeah? Chef Jimmy? Wigglytuff. I don't have anything to kill fairies, do I? No, I don't have anything to kill fairies anymore because I lost the Porygon Z. But to be fair, what is this Wigglytuff gonna do to me? I feel like it's just gonna have like Sing, Pound, and Disable. And other things like that. Nothing that's really detrimental or dangerous. Whimsicott? I'll swap. Yeah, to one of my already, like, level 60 mons. I was gonna say, that animation took a little long. Moonblast? Didn't do that much. That does nothing. All right, special attack falls, which... Oh, that's why the animations were taking forever, too. That's my controller turned off, because apparently, despite being plugged into the cable, it was not charging. Make that. Favored mail? I don't know why the textures for some of the rocks are not cooperating. I've noticed that with some of the flooring too in this ROM, which is weird. This is the first time I've had this issue actually. And thankfully it hasn't led to like any game crashes, but like it's still like it's bizarre. It's been bizarre, I should say. Low punny? Fighting type? Regular. Just a regular schmegula. Charm? Okay, that's fine. Ugh, that is fine. I know I'm gonna sleep so fucking good. And I've kind of like thought about that like for like this week in general. Like today I wasn't so sure, but like Mondays are typically one of my longer days, same with Wednesdays. I feel like I'm gonna sleep so fucking good on Thursday. Just given how busy we are going to be with getting like all the stuff set up for the trip and whatnot. Watch, this will be my luck. I'm not gonna see the Dustox now. No, I don't want to be in the horse. Either run out this repel, and I probably want. We can switch them out later. Right, run out the repel. I need to see the dust docks. Because otherwise, if I don't see the dust docks, I may be screwed. Because I could not tell you where there are other bug types that I have encountered in this game. Couldn't tell you. I'm sure I've caught bug types to trade out for eggs. No, I don't want to see the fetus. I want to see the bug. Because if I fail the challenge, that's going to be really bad. If it's an 8-hour stream challenge too. I don't even want to think about that. Chat, that could have been my first encounter. A slacking. Well, technically, I already have a slacking in the PC, don't I? But it would have been a different slacking. It would have been a different slacking. Therefore, it could have been better. There's no way I'm going to give myself 5 minutes of spare time for this challenge and not run into this bug. There's no way. Don't get pissed. Only get pissed if he doesn't show up. Only get pissed if he doesn't show up. What's my first encounter in here? Basculin? And Rotom, too, for the record. I haven't seen either one of those two. We've run around here. Wait. There's no way this is about to be real life. There's no way this is about to be real life. It's about to be real life. It's about to be real life. Oh my god, chat. There's no fucking way this is gonna happen 4 fucking times. Had not seen them at all. I basically re-entered this area. There's Rotom. I swear to everything, if I don't see this Dustox, or if I see this Dustox after the timer goes off, I'm just gonna be so... I'm gonna be so pissed. This is one of the easy fucking challenges too, man. There's no fucking way this is gonna be my luck here. No way. I got one more encounter. That is fucking insane. That is insane that I did not encounter that Dustox. You know what, chat? I'm gonna rub salt in the wound. Ready? Why? Because I'm a sick, twisted person. Okay. You know what? I didn't think I'd need to give myself more fucking time for that. I really didn't. And yet I did. Oh, this is gonna be terrible. Please. Don't be... What would I... If I have to deal with the punishment? Releasing an encounter wouldn't be hurt my feelings too much. I mean, nothing is going to be the best one, obviously. I mean, repeating the challenge, I guess, isn't terrible. Repeating the challenge wouldn't be terrible. It's just... If I don't know where bug types are at, then it's not going to be easy. Let's just let fate decide. Oh my god. Sucks. Sell everything that you can in your bag. But we won't be spinning the wheel until we're done selling everything. Now, the unfortunate part about this is some of the expensive items, such as your relic items that we got, we can't sell those. And you know what really sucks is some of these like battle items that I could be using, like life orb, stuff like that, choice bands, all that stuff's got to go. So quite literally every single thing we can sell, including our healing items, we have to sell. All our Pokeballs, everything. So this can be one of the most brutal challenges, especially like if you're early game, I don't think it's that bad. But if you're late game, it really does punch you in the gut. So let's just make sure we sell everything. That's I gotta just hope that I'm not too stupid. Rare candies, I feel like that would be cheap because yeah, I can get myself $1 million off of that, which hey, I win, but their purpose is there for grinding, and that would be it. So it wouldn't be fair to have an item that a quantity of this item that wouldn't be in the game normally. So those fucking max potions too, I just bought. That's tragic. I mean, I'm gonna have bank, let's be honest, but I feel like we don't get that punishment too often. I mean, to be fair, we don't fail a lot of challenges in this game. We don't try to. Sometimes you need to throw the challenge in order to live another day, but we really haven't had too many of those instances in this series. We've had them happen in other master modes where, like, all right. And you might be wondering, why don't you just speed up and do this? Because speed up goes way too fast. So my hope is that I don't get like a no march challenge for this, because if I have to somehow go into the battle with Ultra Necrozma, not knowing what it is, not knowing what boost it's gonna get, and have no healing items, I will tell you right now, we are boned. Now, the nice thing, we have the held items on some of our guys. We don't need to take those off for this. It is just what is in our bag. So in a way, we do win because we do keep some of the items, but it just sucks because, like I said, we lose out on our life orb here, which life orb magic guard could have been a strat that we could have run with, but not so much anymore. A lot of the held items here are like a decent amount of money. So like I said, we're gonna have bank, which is nice. So in a way, the sucky thing is that we're losing out on a lot of potential items, but we're not losing unless we actually get a no march challenge. But yeah, we gotta sell so much stuff. And thankfully, Master Balls, I don't believe you can sell. Oh, Greasy Sword we can't sell. Okay. Gauss Drive we can't sell. All right, you know what? That works out fine. So there's going to be some stuff that I'll be able to keep, but that's just because I can't sell it. I don't know how much money we had when we started this, but blessing in disguise may be happening. I don't know. Be hard to say. I don't think I can sell the blue orb. No, can't sell the blue orb. That's fine. Well, it kind of sucks in a way because the blue orb, or well, Kyogre, whatchamacallit, his randomized ability for Primal Kyogre is Truant. That sucks. I still feel like I'm nowhere near done selling all this shit. I don't think I'll be able to sell any of the Mega Stones. I guess that works out in my favor somewhat. My repels. Ooh. So annoying. Bottle cap. Old bottle cap. You know what? I forgot I even had some of these, so glad that I'm selling them to get some form of cash. Relic silver. Yeah, we can't sell any of the relic items. Stones we gotta get rid of too. Oh, not the heart scale, man. Black flute. Honeys. Nectar. I have 4 yellow nectar. Crazy. Can't sell the Safari Ball. It's all right. And the Heavy Ball? Actually, you know what? That works. Friend Ball? No. Moon Ball? Dream Ball? Oh, okay. So you know what? We still got a few Pokeballs that we can keep. I don't think they crashed the game. Safari Ball is the one I'm most skeptical about with crashing the game, especially because I don't think it's technically a ball you can have in it. But I guess same with the Dream Ball, right? The Dream Ball was only a thing because of whatever the hell the thing was called in Black and White. Max repels, those can go. Face specs, gotta get rid of those. Luxury balls. The Incent. Water gem. Scope lens has gotta go. Pokey toy. Black sludge, that's painful. Bright powder, that's also a little bit painful. Amulet coin, power lens. I think we're pretty much towards the end of our items. So we still have a lot of items. It's just we can't sell any of them. Can't sell the TMs. Oh, this is gonna fucking... I hate it here. All I'm gonna say, I hate it here. These are gonna sell for fucking nothing. Lepa berries, that kind of sucks. Citrus. All right. I don't think you can sell the Roto Boost. We got basically 400k off all that. Which is crazy. It also took me like 15 minutes to do. Don't tell me no marts. Voice acting. Okay. So I basically just have to read the dialogue of story stuff when we're making progression through the game. I really hope that I'm not... I hope I'm not forgetful, man. I really cannot afford to be forgetful. All right, let's get ourselves... I'm gonna say let's get 50 of these. Get 50 of these. I'm gonna say let's get 20 of these. 30 of these. So I still have money to spend later on if I need to. That was just more inconvenient than anything else. But I guess in a way, it's fine. It does clear out a lot of clutter in the bag. But, like I said, it does get rid of a few good items that we could have maybe used later on. So, that's the part where it sucks. But... oh, don't show me the bug. Alright, you didn't show me the bug, but what the fuck? I ran into like, what, 20 things in this room, and now you show up? I'm still not a Master Ball on it, by the way. Unless I can get an illegal ability and get Power Construct. I'm just gonna go through here real quick because there's a little secret section over here. I don't know why this Team Skullgrunt is over here. What's up, buddy? Hey, hand over your Bugnium Z. I don't care whether you have one or not. Well, how the fuck am I supposed to hand something over if I don't have one? I don't think you're really thinking. That don't make no sense. All right, let's go for the Earth Power. The EP, because your boy is EP. He lives. Lava Plume, no burn. Crit, no burn. All right, that's fine with me. That is, I'll take that. Bugnium Z, Mr. Guzma. Makes you wonder if, like, that's the grunt when we went to go fight him, who was in the room, who didn't do anything. But makes you wonder if he was the grunt that was in the room. That Watch That Man have a crash out episode. Fight me. I confined myself to this cave to seek the secrets of battle. If watch him have like a Smeargle or something. Something along the lines. Rapidash. That's fine, actually. That is absolutely fine with me. Especially because we one-shot. How much special attack? 226. That is something. I just can't believe 167 in each. 167 in each. Bad. Attacking stat, I should say. What is this? X accuracy. Okay, so any X items we would have had, we would have sold. Okay. I was like concerned for a second. I'm like, I'm almost certain there's an X item section, but that's when you battle in the, like when you're in the middle of a battle in the bag. Oh, I didn't see what he said. Hold on one second. I'm gonna make up for it. Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. Can I do that? Hold on, I can make up for it. Actually, you know what? I didn't say what the karate guy said, so let me do that real quick. Let me do that real quick. Attacking and defending, I guess it's all up to oneself. So that's what that one guy said. What did this other guy? What did this surfer man say? I'll make up for my flaws. I'm sorry.
Don't need to immediately fail it. Let's see what he said. He said, "Who have you met?" And he said, "Who have you met?" And what did you choose? What type of fucking philosophy question is that? I don't know. I've met a lot of things and a lot of people and made choices and shit. I don't know. Done a lot of things. Go-Goat? I miss my Go-Goat. Go-Goat will always be like one of my... I'll say he's a sleeper mon. I feel like he is very, very solid and not a lot of people talk about him. Eesh. Did a decent amount. We do got the Flame Orb now, so we got our Flare Boost. And I missed my Air Slash. That is the first Air Slash that we've missed, by the way. That is the first time we have gone for Air Slash and we have missed. It makes me very, very sad. $70 points of damage. So 60, so 90 is a crit, right? Yeah. 90 something points would be a crit, but he's dead now because I basically am choice spexed. There's no fucking way. Oh no, he had a Roat Berry. I was about to say, there's no way he lives on a sliver and is eating a berry. No doubt about it, you chose Pokemon, didn't you? You got me. I don't know what gave that away. I don't know what big obvious hint gave that away. Is there a TM over here? There is. There's 3 TMs in here. See, isn't TM 100 like... Isn't it like Confide or something like that? I would know something random like that. Believe me. Yes, he asked me that as like a quiz question. Without playing the game, could not answer it for you. But if you were to, well, actually no. I feel like I'm pretty spot on with some of my TM numbers, which is again very, very weird. Well, let's rephrase that. I would say for the TMs where it went only up to 100, not today's generation of games where there's like 300. Everything's a damn TM and Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet. We're aiming for the top, so be prepared for us to go all out. All right, what you got? You got a legendary? I'll believe you. If you got a little puny guy, I won't believe you. Technician Stacy. Crafty? I mean, fair enough, but you don't have Pursuit. Just don't have Arena Trap or anything like that. Thank you. I would be able to attack him, yes, with Earth Power, but like, I see the quad weakness right there. It is for the free. It is for the free for me to take. Like, just send it. Pheromosa, okay. So this could be scary. But I think we're in with the best possible option to take it on. Triple kick? Not what I expected this thing to go for. Does Pheromosa get first impression?
I feel like it does. Which if it does, that is fucking terrifying. His first impression is so strong for a priority move. Oh, I didn't see what he said. Hold on. Let me see what he says after he killed his Pheromosa. I'm telling you, I'm accountability. Accountability right here. You could say, oh, you failed the challenge? Nah, accountability. We got this. You guys are the tops. I felt the strength in your heart. Yeah, thanks, man. I got it. Do I need to heal? It wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't hurt. Just because we have the burn on us as well. It just goes to show that unless I'm playing a game for the very first time, if I'm playing the game for the very first time, then I don't read the dialogue. I really don't. All right, Armaldo. This is kind of scary just because he's a bug type. I'm gonna go into Rotom. I could see an X Scissor coming. Armaldo's a weird one because he gets a lot of different. Oh shit! That did damage. That did a lot of damage. Protein Armaldo. I kind of want him to not have that. So if he X Scissors again, he stays a bug type. So he loses Rock Stab. Yeah, I think this is smart because that's going to do nothing. Take away his Protean, so he stays a pure bug type. Which I don't know if that makes him better or worse. I don't know, but I'm going to Will-O-Wisp here. He's going to go for the Protect, which is whatever. I'm going to Willow again. He's going to X Scissor again, so he's going to take some Rocky Helmet. And some burn damage, and then I'm going to Nightshade. You can call it toxic, but I mean, it works. It's such an unbelievable strategy that works. Houndoom. I think Togekiss is actually the better option here. If Rotom wasn't weak, I'd totally go into him right now, but I think Togekiss would be the better option because we already have the Flare Boost activated and we have super effective Aura Sphere. I would like to imagine that that would kill Houndoom. I don't know if he gets, like, if he was Mega in this case. I don't know if he gets, like, a special defense increase when he goes Mega Houndoom. I truthfully wouldn't know. But with Flare Boost, that is enough to one-shot. What else? Clang Clang. Yeah, that's Incineroar every single day of the week. Every single day of the week, it's Incineroar. I mean, I could have went Ultra Necrozma, now that I think about it, because we do have Earth Power, but I still think this works out probably better, actually, just because we do have the Intimidate. We get the Quick Claw Fake Out, which we definitely needed. This Fake Out's not enough priority. Metal Sound? Okay, that doesn't really matter. Damn, that did nothing. I mean, he's a Steel type at the end of the day, so he probably has a decent physical defense stat. There's not many Steel types that are fragile. Gosh, imagine how much stronger our Incineroar would be if he wasn't calm-natured. What a guy. Oh, I missed that dialogue too. I'm telling you, I gotta stop yapping. I gotta stop yapping. Season, I dig Pokemon and trainers who trust each other. It doesn't help either that I'm clicking the A button way too fast. That truthfully doesn't help my case with this challenge. But I am also very fucking tired. I know I'm not trying to use that as like a pop out or an excuse, but like the altar is just a little farther, so I can't let you pass easily. Show me everything you got. Shuckle, Quillfish, Soul Rock, anything of the sort. I automatically can't take you seriously. Sorry. Is Earth Power going to be enough to kill Soul Rock? I think Soul Rock is better physically in terms of defenses. I could be wrong. I've only ever used a Lunatone. Soul Rock, every time I've had a Soul Rock in a Nuzlocke series, it dies before I even get the chance to think of what I would like to do with it. Banette. That's Incineroar. Easy. Especially if it's a Mega Banette with its like 170 attack. Here he is. Mega Banette actually used to be my favorite Mega for a while. It actually used to be my favorite Mega until they announced Mega Lopunny. Now I would say that's my favorite Mega evolution. I mean, to be fair, I think Gyarados is up there for me, just because you can play around his typing so hard in doubles. Like I remember doing in Oras the whatever it's called, the Battle Maison, to get the 50 wins so you could battle Wally. And I remember I did the double battles, and it was actually the one that I had the easiest amount of time with, surprisingly. Because I thought singles would be easier because it's one-on-one, but no, doubles is easier because the battles technically can go by quicker if you know how to calculate your attacks and like damage outputs and everything like that. And I remember I ran a team with, and it's gonna sound like the weirdest fucking team, but I think I ran a team of Gyarados, Landorus, Zapdos, and like Rotom Heat. And it fucking worked. Because you could coordinate when you wanted to go for like earthquakes and things like that, discharge, whatever, because you have typings that are immune to it. So sure, ice types were scary, but like we were able to figure out how to get around those rather easily, so it worked out pretty well for that strategy. And like I said, we did that for the 50 win streak. I don't know if I want to run that same strat, because I honestly don't remember what all items I had on everybody. Because with Rotom, it was a trick set where you would trick the Choice Scarf onto somebody in order to... I keep fucking forgetting. Hold on. But it was a trick set where you would trick the... Well, you got a lot, but I have no choice to admit defeat. What that guy said. But you trick the Choice Scarf onto somebody, take their item, that way you're not locked in, and like you could actually use multiple wood 2 bits, and then you just like switch out if you needed to, hard switch. it had its pros and cons to it. Ha! Ah, sorry. I'm not very good at running. Whew. Looks like we're nearly to the altar now, aren't we, Fear? Let's take care of Necrozma for you. Yeah, I don't remember if I healed up right after that battle with that guy. I don't think I did. When your Pokemon are full of energy, then a trainer can go anywhere in the world. Doesn't it seem that way? It does. I'd like to get into this trial while this challenge is still intact. Faint letters can just barely be made out, carved into the ancient stone monument. Ahead lies a sacred ground of trials. None who do not take part in its trials will be allowed to walk upon this earth. Those lacking the courage to defeat the totem guarding this land will be denied entry. But those who believe in their Pokemon and walk beside them shall gain great power. There's no captain to be found, but it seems like you stand at the edge of a trial site. Are you ready to challenge this trial? Curious to see what the whatever you want, Gruntmons or the side Pokemon. I'm gonna not spray or repel because we're not in an area where we're gonna be catching any wild encounters. So that was something small, like a Venipede. That's a weird looking Venipede. We actually should be fine because again, Rotom is not gonna have Blizzard. It could have Hex and Shadow Ball and things like that. It could be scary for Ghost type, but it's not gonna have Stab Ghost. So I honestly think we're fine to stay in an Earth Power. I think we might just kill it. We're 7 levels higher. Yeah. I'm gonna make sure that I lead with Incineroar before we battle the totem. You feel an even fiercer gaze than before. That's actually not bad. That's a setup move potential. Or curse. That was massive. What was that? Growth. Okay. Growth may have knockoff, but I don't think he can really touch me outside of that. Just do so much damage. You feel the fiercest pair of eyes imaginable drilling into you relentlessly. All right, let's settle down now. I'm sure someone is staring at me, but it's never that serious. All right, I'm gonna save my game just to be on the safe side. We have been playing a while before stream, things like that. Will you take the Z crystal from the pedestal? Absolutely. I feel bad for Komodo. I feel like he gets shafted. It's Speed Rose. Okay. That's probably the best. That's probably the best thing that could erase there, actually. Being honest. Also, 59. Why 59? Is he not normally 50 for this level? I have no idea. I could topsy-turvy and lower his speed, but I feel like that doesn't do me anything. So I'm just gonna fake out. Get the Quick Claw, which doesn't really help because I was already gonna be faster than him. And a Poochyena. Okay. This is like the best case scenario for your boy. He could have Brave Bird. He could. But even then, he's -1. I don't really see him doing a whole lot. I mean, I could swap Rotom if I'm predicting a Brave Bird happening, because he'd take recoil damage, Rocky Helmet damage, and then... I mean, I have Discharge, which I don't know if that would kill Poochyena. Now I think about it. I don't think it would. Might just be safer staying in Darkest Lariat on the Talonflame. I don't expect this to kill from this range, obviously. Play Rough. Does nothing. I'm just glad that the Helpermon wasn't anything crazy. Acrobatics. That does nothing. Takedown. It does nothing. We're so fat. In the good way. And he's not dead. I mean, I just attack one more time into Talonflame. He first. He's gonna go for a Darkest Lariat of his own. Which... That's a weird animation. Play Rough. Blaze Kick. Just don't miss. That's all I ask, is we don't miss here. All right. Ever since we got like accessibility to like Haze and Topsy Turvy, we have not needed to click it once. I mean, it's nice that it's there, but crazy. Komodo hid itself somewhere in the deepest reaches of the valley. And now, for your troubles, you have earned the Dragnium Z. Thank you. Which, I'm thinking about it. If I don't with... Ooh, this is a spicy meatball. I think about it. It is a spicy ball. Reason why I'm saying that is, like... We are going to have a different challenge when we're battling Ultra Necrozma today. Thankfully, we have one get out of jail. So, if shit gets spicy, in the sense of like, I have a bad challenge, I have that to kind of rely on, if you will. Did they say something after they fucking... I walked out here? Let me see. Hold on. Let me get... Trial complete. I don't... 105. Oh, Lily just said my name. Here. And then Hapu starts talking. Okay. Because technically I'm still in the challenge and in dialogue, I have to do this. So once we're out of this dialogue, then we don't have to be reading the dialogue anymore. Our history tells us that the Vast Pony Canyon trial was the very first trial ever beheld. Ever to be held. You did a fine job clearing it, just as expected, Fear. You cleared your 7th trial in Alola's Island challenge now. That's wonderful. You've pushed yourself beyond your limits and really become a great trainer, haven't you? And she could never have done it without you, Incineroar. Let me heal you up real quick. I just used a max potion on him. Look at the two of you. I think this might just work out. No, I'm quite sure of it. The Sun Flute and the Moon Flute. If we sound both together... Go here. You know what I just... I can do Ultra Wormhole encounters. That's kind of nice. Maybe that's something we save for, like, I don't know, next stream. Oh, that's not bad. Do I use those right now is the question. Because that could basically get Rotom to 60, right? Is he at 55? At 55. How close are you to 56? That's the question I gotta ask myself right now. He's right there. You know what? We save him. We save him, get him to 56, then use the rare candies to get him to 61. I would say that's a good idea. I would say that's a smart idea. I don't know. Wicked smart idea, if you will. I don't know why I'm getting New York, Boston accent. I don't fucking know. 5 rare candies. And imagine if we sold them earlier because we could sell everything in our bag. They wouldn't be there if we had to sell them. That made no sense. They wouldn't be there if we didn't have to put them in the game for the Egglocke aspect. Like I said, I just didn't feel like that would be fair. Getting a free milli by items that aren't supposed to be in the game. Yeah, nice try. Oh. Used to pray for times like these. My goodness. Give me another one of those. That is absolutely welcomed. 30 minutes of note challenge, basically. What a fucking give me to hopefully wrap up today's stream. All right, because we got to battle a legend. At least one guaranteed legend, because for some reason, the Ultra Necrozma is not classified as a legend. It's just classified as a totem battle, and I know this from experience because I believe both Ultra Sun series I have done on my channel, I have battled an Egglocke and a Smeargle. But the battle against the Duskmane Necrozma or Dawn Wings, whatever version of Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon you play, that is classified as a legend. That much I know, but Ultra Necrozma is not. In this dialogue, no, you're not. You don't need to read it. Or you don't need to read it out loud. You read it in your head, even though you've played this game probably well over a dozen times, so you know exactly what you're doing. Which I will say, like, if we're gonna talk about like quality of life changes in Pokemon, I do like when they give you a guide of like what's the next thing to do in the story. I do like that they do that now. Excuse me. I think we shall wait until the sun has risen. I feel like I never saw that dialogue before. That's my boy, Solgaleo. I feel like in terms of like design wise, I like Solgaleo more than I like Lunala. Don't get me wrong, Moonbat and Sun Lion, pretty cool legends. Not gonna say that they're terrible, but I prefer Solgaleo over Lunala. It just sucks because his ability is kind of nothing versus Lunala having busted. But Lunala also has 2 quad weaknesses, so you know what? Shadow Shield kind of safe. Not so great. I like how she's like mothering the freaking Solgaleo now. Don't you do that again. Even though you could probably eat me in 1 bite. Don't you ever do that again. Everything goes crazy. Dark. That guy, I'm not scared of that guy. I mean, we'll find out here in about like probably like 3 minutes if I'll be scared of this guy or not. You know, it's funny. I got you on my team. I will say this is probably one of the coolest cutscenes because it feels like a Civil War almost type of vibe where the Guardians come by and they throw hands with the Ultra Beast. They're like, "You're not gonna come step on my turf, buddy. We're gonna throw down my style, my way." I got a bone to pick with that fucking guy. And he's unbothered by a large lad. Bring it on, baby. So you know that thing I said about it being a legendary? I was wrong. Brayboyd. Oh, he's gonna take so much damage. I'm gonna eat this. Rocky helmet. Recoil, like what? 15, 20% maybe? But now he's dead. Unless he gets a flinch. Wait, that did as much That did as much as Bravebird did. Does Swallow have untapped special attack that I don't know about? Or is my special defense much worse than my physical? It's not. It's a 3-point difference. That did the same damage. I'm confused. So I guess the question is, because I know you can change how the buttons work. Because I'm pretty sure you do it, it's through motion. Like if you're playing this on the 3DS, you're supposed to be rotating the DS. Here, I don't know if the button controls are on. I mean, I can read, it will tell me how to do everything. Yep. Lead you to other worlds. Yes, system sensors. Yeah. I'm gonna just check and see if the controls are apt to be. Yeah, so I can't do anything right now. It's just gonna it's basically gonna fly me through the first hole available. That will be in the middle of the path. So this is gonna be not the most entertaining thing, to be honest. Yeah, it's gonna fly me through here. I can grab my first encounter. I can grab my first encounter here, and I'm pretty sure the shiny rates for these are... Let me just, before I do this, because I'm pretty sure these guys are going to be like level 70. 72, in fact. I'm going to give my Rotom the rare candies. Give him to 61, so that way I only have to focus on about half my team to get to 60. Yeah. Alright, so that should be all of our rare candies. So later. First encounter. There's no fucking way. What? What are the chances? What are the fucking chances? I don't know what ability he's gonna have, though.
That's a dead Rotom, isn't it? Yeah. That was a bad switch. That was a really bad switch. You know what's, oh, that was fucking awful. Holy. I think anything except Cofagrigus was dying. There's no other way to put it. I mean, I can yawn with Togekiss, but I can't do damage another way. And that's kind of what I need right now is damage. That was a really bad loss, chat. Because I don't have a water type that's gonna be on par with this, but 72, this would be perfect to just slot right onto the team. That's the conundrum. Let's be real. Should I just use the Master Ball? Am I gonna catch this any other way? Or be able to? Or should I just Master Ball it? I feel like Master Balling it is the safest option. That did half. If he decides to Hyper Beam again. I don't know if he'd learn. I don't think he learns Dark Pulse. He doesn't learn Dark Pulse by level up. Magic Coat. Okay, that's fine. All right, he's going for Magic Coat. I don't know if he's gonna have a decent moveset right now. I don't know. I truthfully don't have an answer for that. You know what? He's my friend. Friend ball. What the fuck I'm talking about, man? That's how you know he's my guy. He might have murdered my Rotom in cold blood, but that's my guy. He just had to show that he could do it to him. Oh my goodness. He has returned. Let me see that summary real quick. Surge Surfer is... It's situational. That's the thing, right? It's situational. I would obviously say that Protean with Judgment and having plates on him is obviously way better than this. But I wouldn't say it's bad at all. Not at all. I'm gonna actually add him to the party. Don't even think about it. You're thinking about it. Don't even think about it. I'm watching you. No, don't even. Walk away. Walk away. What I thought. Place that in my bag. I had to trade a sacrifice of my Rotom Heat. Get my Porygon Z back. Did I fraud? No, we did. I was about to say, there's no shot that I didn't save that clip. Who do I need to talk to? Is it you? No. Is it Zasi that... How do I change the controls? Who do I talk to change the controls?
Chat, there's no way that I'm not able to... Is there really no way for me to change the... There's gotta be a way for me to change controls. Hold on. Yeah, no. I'm going to the Aether Foundation for this. Are you kidding me? Or not Aether Foundation. I gotta go to the Game Freak building in here. I'm surprised about the Rotom. I'm surprised about Rotom dying, but this building? Pretty sure it is. Hope it is. I don't think it's the dimensional research. No. Here, and then put somewhere on the left. You. 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 No. AI is never wrong, chat. We know this. Go to... Visit the Game Freak office on the second floor building of here. Talk to the Aether Foundation employee. Am I on the third floor? Would you count... Is this technically the second floor? Yeah, it's definitely this guy. Give me the circle pad, buddy. Because I'm not doing this rotate my thing around bullshit. Sounds really weird when you don't know the context. Apologize for that. It's the SpongeBob episode where he says, sorry you had to hear that. All right. So again, sucks that we lost Rotom, but I got my boy back. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling some type of way, let me tell you. As long as we got some moves that he can learn something. What would I even want to give him, though? I feel like an ability is always going to be... An ability with some sort of cohesion. Like, you know what's going to sound crazy? Water bubble. If I don't have a water type... Oh, look at this, chat. Now I can fuck. First white hole we see. That still doesn't sound right. Also, I'm pretty sure in terms of encounters, we caught the Porygon in a red one, so when I come back and do my encounters, I got blue, green, and yellow. It sounds like ominous church music. Maybe it's just because it's synthesizers and keyboards and things like that, but it sounds like ominous church music. You walk into a church that's abandoned, this is what it would sound like. All right, I got 6 minutes to get up there.
I need to lead with Incineroar, just on the off chance we run into something that gets a stupid amount of boost. And we can topsy-turvy. Can you imagine it's something like contrary, but like the boost for it normally would like actually make it go down? That'd be kind of funny. That'd be kind of haha funny, weird. All right, let's save our game right here. Oof. I don't even know what to say. I still remember seeing that for the first time and being like, remember what Necrozma normally looks like. And then think about the fact that they fused the motherfucker with the box art legendaries, like they did with Black and White 2. And then they just made him larger and more of a menace. Like, they gave him 3 fucking forms. 4, technically. All right. Oh my fucking god. Stats rose drastically? Chat, we might be fucked. Hold on. We might actually be boned. I don't know. Because does his stats carry over if he transforms into me? That's what I gotta figure out. If his stats transform, if his stats carry over when he transforms into me, I think I lose. All right, you know what? I'm gonna fake out. It's gonna do fucking nothing, by the way. Oh my goodness. Okay, if he's +3 speed, this would be the time to topsy-turvy. If his stats carry over, this is the time to topsy-turvy. Wait, why didn't that work? Does he have Prankster? Because that would be the only way that this would... That would be the only way that that wouldn't work, is if he had Prankster. Because for the record, just so you guys are aware, Prankster obviously gives priority to status moves, right? But because I'm a dark type, Prankster doesn't work on dark types. It just completely messes up the interaction, and I'm not able to. Or is it because he's classified as a trial mon? I don't know. But that did no damage. For him being at -3, is it because Darkest Lair ignores the fact that he's at -3? Let's see how much Blaze Kick does. Yeah, you know what? He has to have Prankster because he is going first still at -3 speed. So he's definitely got to have Prankster. All right, come on, man. It is 90 accuracy. Hit the fucking kick on this purple blob. Does he have +3 evasiveness? Oh, he should. You're telling me I just casually missed 3 Blaze Kicks? Am I smoking crack? Is it not 90? Is this not 90? 4 fucking times in a row, I have missed a Blaze Kick. 90 accuracy. And we got a crit. What the fuck what just happened?
was a fever dream. Also, getting 4 misses in a row with a 90 accuracy move, that's a record. Just want to say that right now. 90 accuracy and missing 4 times in a row, that's a fucking record. All right, love you too. I know. Oh, we get a Poiple as well. I forgot about that. Counter Solgaleo. Or do we have to wait until post game? Now, I know it's an Ultra Beast. No, it's an Ultra Beast. Does it classify as a legendary static here? Or does it just classify as a static? It just gave me another Ultra Beast. I don't know if that answers my question. Way as like a random ability, backflips. That would actually be stellar. Because it's rock and poison, which has that quad weakness to ground. And it's... Then if you take away the ground weakness, what is it weak to? Water? Steel, I think? Water, steel. It's not weak to fighting because of the poison. Not weak to grass because of the poison. If it had levitate, then it wouldn't be weak to ground. So it would just be water, steel, and psychic. Would not be bad. Pretty cool. I think it's only gonna be like what, level 48? This Poiple, I think he had a 40. Galvanize. Sick. That would have been cool if it was like modest or something. Boost its best stat and lower its worst stat, but I mean, Quiet's not too bad. I mean, Galvanize could be decent because I think Galvanize is essentially another stab. It gets stab electric, but man, give me my guy. My guy. More like Lily's guy, but you know what? Give me my guy. Re- Holy fucking dialogue, please. No, I didn't mean to say that. No, 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 no. Just have me outside the house, please, for the love of God. No, no. I don't want to do a battle right now. Oh, thank fuck. Jesus. Okay. So we obviously don't get a reward because that was a perk that we got for to get out of jail, which, again, glad that we got that. I mean, to be honest, knowing that Ultra Necrozma was Ditto is... It still makes the track record of Ultra Necrozma being fucking nothing to be worried about incredible. Because I told you my track record was Avalugg, Smeargle, and Ditto. So, yeah, that was fucking comedy. Sucks that we lost Rotom, to be really honest with ourselves. It especially sucks too because I used those rare candies on him and he just got fucking blasted by a Hyper Beam. So yeah, that's unfortunate, really. I do have an illegal move that I can still use on somebody. All right, now I'm leaning towards Porygon Z, obviously, because he just got added. With him having Surge Surfer, it doesn't really do us anything, and with us not having a water type. I mean, we have Scald still with Lilligant. I'm just trying to think of what I would want, because I'd probably, excuse me, I'm probably adding this move in before stream tomorrow, because tomorrow is going to be when we do this trial with Mina here, and probably the last grand trial here on Pony Island, and then I think the next stream after that will be the finale, which will happen on Thursday. So and right now it's looking very, very interesting, to say the least. It is saying though that we ended up getting a Porygon Z. I'm so unbelievably happy. The cards fell into place for that. That, like, you can't script anything better than that. For real. And he took my Rotom from me. The scary thing was actually, like, I was gonna catch him, and then it's like I would have had to make a decision that, like, do I wait till someone just dies to add him to the team? I mean, level 72, I would like to imagine that that's gonna be a good level for the end of the game. Because even the Necrozma will be whatever it's randomized to, because that should be a legendary. For sure. Whatever that gets randomized to is going to be like 78 or something. It's normally 65. So 5, 13. Yeah, no, it'd be 13 levels higher. So 78 would be what it's randomized to. What a fucking stream today. What a stream. Again, sorry about the loss with the Rotom, but you know, that really does suck. But it kind of just like blessing in disguise, because like we got our boy back. So I'm gonna ponder on it a little bit. My hope is that like next stream we get something with an illegal ability, because I kind of talked myself into it. But Water Bubble, I don't think people realize how good Water Bubble is. I really don't think people realize how good Water Bubble is. And it'd be unique, because I know we went with Protean as our illegal ability on the other Porygon. It's like, that'd be cool if we did that with this guy, but with the TMs, the TM situation is going to be the most dicey ones, and we want to go with stuff that's special attacks, right? So with me having to empty out my bag earlier, that doesn't help with us having items or anything like that. So more likely than not, he's going to be holding a Z Crystal of some capacity, which is not bad. I mean, it's a nice, quick, like, I need to nuke something type of button, but it still is like, it's unfortunate because it's like, it's a one and done item in a battle. So it's like, Not like my Rocky helmet, which that could always come into play. It's not like my Quick Claw or my Wise glasses, or well, Flame Orb is kind of one and done as well, but the effects of the Flame Orb will stay. So I don't know. We'll ponder on it, and maybe it's something I ponder about like right at the beginning of the next stream, because the next stream with Mina's Trial is quite literally you got to battle 3 or 4 important trainer battles with teams of 6 to get petals. And then you had to do the Rabombi fight. Like, I don't know. I don't know what we're going to be looking at here. But that's going to be it for me today. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you show your love and support by clicking that like button down below. It's be greatly appreciated. Make sure you're subscribed as well. As you can see, we're almost at 460. Which is kind of crazy because I believe last week we were like 450 or something like that around this time. Pretty fucking nuts, to say the least. Thank you guys again for the support throughout this month of March. It has been incredible. I also do want to say tomorrow, keep your eyes open in the sub box. I got a special video that I made, and I really hope that it does well. I'm not trying to threaten you by saying that, but like, I did a video that I've been wanting to do probably for like 2 years, and while I think it's good, it's a good first video, I think the next one I do of that type of video will be way better. So I just want you guys to be aware of that before the night, and even tomorrow when we are streaming, I would love that video to get some love and attention. So fingers crossed for that. But like I said, if you enjoyed tonight's stream, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. We'll be back again with the Master Mode tomorrow, like I said, and you know, if everything goes to plan and whatnot, like I said, we're going to be doing pretty much this trial and the battle against Hapu, and then I think after that it's quite literally all the Victory Road stuff, which the Victory Road and the Elite Four, that is happening on Thursday. That is the plan. I know Thursday is going to be fucking nuts with everybody flying in. I have no idea on Thursday if people are going to be here with the finale as well. I don't know. It is going to be nuts. That's all I know. So make sure you guys are staying up to date with all that. Thank you guys again for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Peace out.